Hello everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Well, we had the fish spawn yesterday. Today, it is pump day. We got our pump. I haven't put it in yet though. So I opened the box, but I briefly looked, but I didn't look very good. So what we're gonna do, before we do that, we're gonna give these guys a feed. I used the last of my fresh stuff, so they're just getting pellets for now until I make some more. But it is a hot one, guys. It is like 34 degrees Celsius here. It is smoking hot. I'll tell you, this pond is looking fabulous. Look at these little guys. You know, as quick as we see them, they go. It just scoot back and forth. Yeah, so if all goes well, I will be able to take the pump for our waterfall there out. I'll be able to put in the new one. There might be a couple tweaks that we're going to have to do. I'm not 100% sure. I'm leaving it all up to fate, and I'm really honestly hoping that there's going to be very, very little. You guys hear that? It goes zzz. So that's a bug that comes out, I think, every 7 years, and it's called a cicada. This is what it looks like. So I know that because of my grandfather. Taught me that years and years ago. It's like, listen to that. And every once in a while we find them usually dead on the ground. It's just like a like and subscribe. Do it. All right. We're going to head over there and get that pump. All right. Let's unbox. So I opened it because I was honestly really worried. Like, this is a big box. I'm like, this pump cannot be that size, but it isn't. So I'm going to pull it out. All right, guys. It's the AquaForce Pro. 4,000 to 8,000 gallons per hour. The pump I currently have is about this per month. I'm looking forward to this. That's the old pump right there. So this is far from it. The only issue might be the outtake, but I have fittings that I can incorporate. And I didn't even realize it has a remote, wireless remote. Perfect. So, submersible, solids handling, waterfall, and filter pump. So this should really pump some water. So that one over there is 5,000 and 9,000. We're perfectly fine with this because we have a 5,000 gallon pump for the waterfall, and our pond is 10,000 gallons. I love unboxing stuff. All right, so we have the instructions. We have some fittings. They're always good and give us fittings. We have. Ooh, this is a different one. This is different from what I have. And it has, that's the remote, so that's good. And here's the pump. All right. So I got this, and I'm actually a little worried. I'm worried it's not going to fit in my skimmer now. So I'm a little worried now. It's double the size and about the same height. So we're going to see what happens. Okay, so they recommend that you put this not at the base of the pond, not at the base of the pond. So we're still going to see if we can put it in the skimmer. Just there's a protective filter, and we won't need it because this has its own filter. So we're going to try it out. And then the output is right here. So we just need an attachment to U up into the union. So we're going to take a look and see if we can make this work. Otherwise, we're going to put it in the pond and have it run through the skimmer, just not using the skimmer part. At least for now. This might be used for something else in the future. All right, the joys of a pond. So, what we're going to do, we're going to take out, so we'll keep this part, but there's the other part that can go in there. So, we're just going to take this, that's just, shut that, let the pump go. We're going to turn off the pump. Once that's done, we're going to take the old pump out and see if we can fit this guy in. So it's going to make a noise like that. We unplug it like that. And then, so slowly but surely this water comes back in. But you can already see the amount of gunk that comes in here. So we take this. So this is what we were talking about. Look at that. Goopy. And then I'm talking about this piece. We might not need this piece because this is protected. So let's do it. Okay, so funny. I never realized how easy this came out. It just popped right out. So the pump is out. And all I want to see is how this sits in there. The problem, there's lots of little mosquitoes, is this fills up. So once it fills up, so what I might do, because all this is out, put this pump in briefly. I don't have to attach it, and see if we can get it to pop up. So if I have this like coming out and sticking straight up, like that, if this fits nicely at the bottom, we should be golden. So, and I knew there was going to be trial and error to getting a new pump. I'm so used to these guys, but when I saw the size of this one, like, look at the difference. This is double the size, but thankfully our skimmer is big. So we're going to try it out. They don't recommend it, but I want to see if it'll work. Okay, so basically here, they're saying use this piece, which is a right angle piece. So I have this for my UV clarifier, and they do not seal good. Though it will be in the skimmer, I still am not a fan. Now, they use this for one of these, whoops. They use it for this kind of like sump pump, kind of flexible tube, which I have. I just don't know if I want to use that. I want to kind of keep it the way it is. This will be nice when I make my long-awaited waterfalls. So this pump will be nice. So I might keep this pump after if I get another pump like this guy here. And I'm going to try and return that guy to Aquascape. So, but in the meantime, yeah, you can see right here. That's what they use. But they use this piece which turns into a right angle. Okay. I'm going to try and put this on that pump and see if it works with this. Because if that does, for the meantime, that's what we're going to do. Now, if I get another one of these guys, but the 9,000 gallon, I'll continue to use it here. And this one will be used for this one. This guy will be used for our waterfall over there. But instead of having it where it is, right over there, I'm going to bring it over here. Now, the reason why is because I've always wanted it to come lower and get some help with the junk down here. Now, I did just put this here, but this might be a good spot for the pump, or elevated on something in here. So I'm not 100% sure, but these guys are waiting for a feed. Oh, the frog just jumped out. Here, let's go see the frog. And this one's our female. There she is. Just jumped out of the water. Our male is right there. Man, I love these guys. They just add a whole another dimension to the whole pond. Yeah, that's our girl. Or no, that's Spot. That's the boy. Look at him. My name's Spot. All right. So I used Aquascape's pieces. So they gave us a straight piece here. They gave us the turning piece. And then this is an old one that I had, but it's the same thing. This is what attaches to the union right here. Okay, we've determined this is just not gonna work. So we're gonna put this in for now. We're gonna still get that going, but it's not gonna be right there. We're gonna go, I don't know how far we're gonna go, but part of me feels like I would love to go to the bottom, but they recommend no. So I'm almost thinking I'm gonna go here. I ended up putting this pot here, but instead what I'm gonna do, I'm going to probably put it over here, but anchor it using a rock or something, a weight for now. So I might just turn this off for now and go from there. But yeah, so we're gonna put the old pump, well, the pump that used to be there, and then we're gonna put the new pump here. Let's do it. All right, so old pump's hooked up. So we got that going. So now I just happen to have 20 feet of tube, brand new. So we're gonna hook this up, see how far we can go from there to here, and go from there. All right, folks. So I'm putting the attachments on these, just like so, and I'm doing it to the other side, and we're gonna have it going from here all the way to that pump there. And yeah, it's gonna go somewhere here. I don't know if I'll get it done today, but we'll see what happens. Like and subscribe, do it. All right, so we're gonna finish off putting the pump in. So what I've done, so I took a 2-inch female piece, added a piece that made that like a union for from 2-inch to 1.5. So I glued those together. I did this last night. From there, I will join this and this, and then the other end is going to, well, so this will join to where the pump was before. Now, what I'm going to do is connect them using this tube, And I'm going to put this pump somewhere over here. Where? I'm not sure yet. It's like day a million of this heat wave. There's water warnings now. You can see there's just leaves on the ground from this tree. The grass, well, it's greenish, but it's like brownish. So these are doing great, but it is warm, very warm. Before we stir and murk up this pond, but we'll get that back to life. We're just gonna throw the rest of this in. There's a lot of dust for the little guys, though the little guys are now eating all the big stuff pretty much. Oh, look at them. It's a little bit of a war zone. It's in the afternoon. I'm unfortunately back at work. I have this pump right there. My reasoning, a lot of the poop comes down from there and makes its way down here. So if I have the pump there catching the poop, at least it'll push it back into the bog there and get trapped there. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's do it. Connected it here. Worked out fabulously. What I don't like about this whole situation, it actually is sitting on here quite nicely. Oh, there's another baby. They actually, because stuff's not moving here, they're loving it. Like even the bullfrog there. But it actually sits okay. And if it's running, it'll push water through. It's also an opportunity for me to shorten this up and just maybe attach it here. Who knows? Or right here. The pump, you can see how it's floating, but once water fills, it won't float. The pump's right here. So I'm gonna see how it sits, and hopefully this works here. Because like it might work over there. I'm gonna see. It's very it's not flat here. I wasn't planning for anything like this over here. So guys, since I'm here, look at the size of that. Oh, it's just huge. It's actually, there's not a lot of flowers right now. But this is from when they were spawning. They're just like go crazy. Those are big lily pads. Anyhow, I'm gonna keep on working, and you guys will definitely get an update. Okay, we're gonna turn this on. Oh, there it is. Let's see. So, just so you guys know, there's a remote control that comes with this, and it came with a dead battery. Wasn't a good start, so hopefully this is a match made in heaven otherwise. So it looks like the flow is on the lowest setting. So, which is good. So that would be 4,000 gallons per hour. So we have this here. It's heavy, filled with water. And it's going up into here. And the pump's right here. So I was gonna put it on a rock, but I ended up not doing that. And it sounds nice. It's not moving. So I want to tie it in somehow. Not sure how. But that's where the pump is. So see how it goes. I might actually be able to put it right here, which would be even more ideal. I might actually do that. All right, folks. She's going. So, what I did, so the controller's there. The water clarifier's going on too. Where I connected the water clarifier, and so I wrapped the tube around this rock, and it's all the way here, and the pump comes this way. It'd be nice to have some flow again. Goes this way and is right there. You can't even see it. So any of the crud that comes down will get caught by it and shot back up, and hopefully eliminate some of the poop that goes in there. It's not going to eliminate all of it, but it'll help. So I also noticed over, I see babies growing from this though. Over there, the one that was there died, or it's brown. So that's a little sad. Look, this one's growing too. So there's a lot of yellow, but then there's some red. So it should be good. That one's more red. So we'll see what happens. Right now, I'm gonna go around, grab all the dead water lilies, and clean up. So hopefully, this is just the pump we always use for this. And if it's at the lowest setting, it's actually good. You still hear the crash. It takes less electricity than these other pumps we have. And you know what? That is absolutely phenomenal. Just the old pump here, the 5,000 gallon, and the old 9,000 gallon, that was $150 a month. So it's still costly, but if this saves like half the money, I'm in. So, perfect. All right, let's clean up. All right. So, I took out tons of lily pads. And then I'm in there. I find this. It's a waterlogged log. But guys, the most exciting thing, I'm walking over here, and like I'm actually noticing the size of my nighttime water lily pads. This is a different one. And oh, it's so hard to see. But right here, that is a flower. I can't believe it. So I also went throughout here, and I'm going to tell you, there's so much muck in there, and you wouldn't even know. But because those are there, it kind of blocks everything. And but the water's still clear. So anyhow, we're going to leave it as is. This plant is way more mature than this one. Oh, geez, I just got sprayed. The stalks on that one are way thicker than they are on that. Like, this is a thick stalk. And I'm pretty sure it comes from that one. So, and even when we got this, it was more mature. Anyways, I'm super stoked about this. And for some reason, the water pump turned off, but I think I pulled it. Anyways, it's working. That's working. We got two pumps working. So that's great. I do think though, I want to do that now. I'm going to try and see how easy it is. All right. So I cleared this out. It looks way bigger. And then I took the purple loosestrife out. So now we can see my beautiful elephant ears right here. The canna. Also, on top of that, I had this one elephant ear right here. It was in dirt and it was like floating away. So I took it out of the dirt and put it in some rocks. So, and there's Mr. Froggy. Guys, remember, like and subscribe, do it. And we are gonna leave you there. This was a long one, but we got a pump running. Very uniquely cleaned the bog and stirred it up. Got the pump going, or fixed, bog cleaned. Well, not cleaned, but just one plant gone. It looks so much better. I might add another elephant ear. And actually, what I never noticed, these water hyacinths are doing great. I'm leaving them there, and hopefully they bloom. All right. Have yourselves an amazing, amazing day.